And Tim, as we get ready to start off in the 125-pound class, as we mentioned, Anthony Robles, the #1 seed. Quinn had a chance to talk to him. He will be wrestling Jarrod Patterson, as you see there, the young man from Oklahoma. How do you see this match going down?
Well, obviously Robles is the favorite. He's ranked #1. He's seeded #1. But the thing about Robles is he's not faced any of the top 5 seeds in official matches this year. So he's still got his biggest challenge in front of him. But I think he is definitely going to be in control of this match.
There he is, Anthony Robles. He is a 3-time Pac-10 champion, 2-time All-American. Finished 7th last year, so this year in his last go-around, he is looking for that national title. His parents in attendance here, and remember, young man born without a leg, and as he's talked with Quint Kesnick over the last few days, he said, you know, not having a leg is no big deal to me because that's all he's ever known, Jeff.
If you started that way, I really feel you learn to develop your style as every wrestler develops their style, and he has done a phenomenal job of being able to adapt to his physical challenges and be able to perform as a wrestler.
The slight delay we have right now, Anthony Robles' headgear. He's made it all this way, and he's got a broken headgear right now. As we take a look at the brackets in 125 as they repair the chin strap for Anthony Robles, it's laid out nicely for him, Tim.
Well, it is, because the surprise is that last year's NCAA titleist, Matt McDonough, the sophomore from Iowa, is not the #1 seed. And it's got Priest and McDonough on the same side. A much tougher route to the championship than Robles has.
So as we get set for the Robles-Patterson match here, we will jump over as they get the headgear all repaired. This is Matt McDonough of Iowa. He is the #2 seed. Ryan Mango out of Stanford, already down 2-0. This is 3 periods. The first period is 3 minutes. The second 2 are 2-minute periods. So it's 7 minutes to glory here in the 125-pound quarterfinal. There you see the singlets right now. Ryan Mango in the red and Matt McDonough in the black. Again, McDonough, the #2 seed, already up 2-0, and we are underway in the 125-pound class quarterfinal. This is the #1 seed, Anthony Robles, on the right from Arizona State University. Jarrod talked about it watching yesterday in his earlier matches, how you attack this young man, and you talk about him being coiled.
If you move into Robles, Robles keeps his backside down, his head up, and he's coiled to spring forward. If you move into him and retreat and get him to put his hands down to crawl towards you, then you have the ability to extend him. And it is that position that I've seen Robles being taken advantage of. And you see the speed of that coiled shot. And he's so powerful. If he gets hold of your legs, he'll take you down.
If he gets a hold of your wrist, I mean, every wrestler that comes off the mat after wrestling Anthony Robles is shaking their wrist. They can't believe how strong it is. And that grip is what is Anthony Robles' setup.
Jarrod Patterson now discovering exactly how good that grip is. And there it is. He shoots it and grabs the single.
Able to bring both legs in. That's a takedown.
Robles takes the early lead, 2-0 on the takedown on Jarrod Patterson of Oklahoma. First period, 3 minutes in length, but cardio not a problem for this young man, Anthony Robles.
Well, you know, cardio can be a problem for him because he doesn't have the same opportunity to build it up. And so that's why it's so important to get that first takedown, because you get it, when Anthony Robles gets the first takedown, he hardly ever loses. He gets in that position he's very, very comfortable with.
Watch him yesterday wrestle, Jeff. He made quick work of both opponents.
Scored lots of points off tilts, and that's what he'll try for when he's in this advantage comp position.
And you rarely see Anthony Robles give up an escape as he maintains a 2-0 lead with 1:24 to go for Jarrod Patterson here in the first period.
They have wrestled a couple of times, Anthony Robles having a touch ball and a major decision over Patterson, and so he has his number. He feels very comfortable, and like you said, it's a path that Robles has been dreaming about to the national championship, being the #1 seed.
For Jarrod Patterson, as Tim pointed out, he has seen Robles before. But Jeff, just from a pure wrestling point of view, how difficult is it to prepare for Anthony Robles if you've never faced him before?
wrestling is a sport built on muscle memory. So you're used to certain handles, coming around a corner, grabbing an ankle or hooking a leg. And that's a challenge with Robles. He's physically challenged, one leg. I've seen wrestlers come around the corner trying to get behind him, looking to scoop an ankle. Their leg actually does the scooping motion, but there's nothing there. That handle's not there.
And what might be tougher for Patterson is the fact that he has wrestled him twice, been beaten so badly by him, psychologically he wonders, how can I get over this hump? And right now he's going, here we go again. So psychologically, Patterson is probably not in a very good position. Here's Jack Spates. Jack Spates retiring this year after a long career at Oklahoma. He was a national champion at Slippery Rock and just a great career as a head coach.
Now what's going on here, guys, is they just called a stall warning on Jarrod Patterson. You know, on the restart, he's immediately going out of the ring. His coach is saying it's not a stall.
Judgment call by the referee. Can't argue.
You see the riding time building up. So now Anthony Robles has the 1 point. When you get riding time a minute or more, you pick up a point. And Robles now in effect is up 3-0 with 43 to go in the first period.
Patterson is doing a nice job of not letting Robles tie up his hands and work towards the tilt.
Continuing to build in favor of Anthony Robles. Anything over a minute is worth an additional point.
So the challenge that Patterson has here is with that early stall warning. The official, we might be impressed with the fact that he's clearing his arms, but that's all he's doing, and so he could get hit here pretty soon again.
This time Patterson stays in the center of the mat. Final seconds now in the first period. We move on to the second period and we check in with Quint Kesnick.
Todd, having spent some time with Anthony earlier this week, the one sense I get is confidence this year. He's been to this tournament before. He's a two-time All-American. But finally putting it together from both a physical and emotional standpoint, just a little different in terms of his confidence. He knows that he's good enough to win this whole thing.
All right, thank you very much, Quint. You have spent time with him. Quint, if I can ask you a question, last year Anthony finished in 7th place. What difference do you see other than the confidence? Is he doing anything technical-wise or preparation-wise for his matches here today?
Well, the one thing you notice is from the top position, he's been totally dominant in this tournament. His tilts until this match have really been unstoppable. He's been racking up back points and accrued 2 technical falls. But I just think it's an overall confidence. He's 15-0 against the tournament field this year, although Tim mentioned that he hasn't faced the top guys. And he just thinks he has to put it all together, and he said to me, I just have to avoid making mistakes.
All right, thank you very much, Quint. Anthony Robles now gets a 1-point escape, so you add that to his riding time. It is now in effect a 4-0 lead for Robles with 1:19 to go in the second 2-minute period.
Patterson truly trying to stay within himself. He has a strategy. His one mistake was getting taken down in the first period, but he's staying with the plan. Nice shot by Robles, and watch him pull it in. And coil, as you said, Jeff.
He is
off to
a beast.
the double leg and plants the cheeks here for 2.
There it is. So another 2-point takedown for Anthony Robles of Arizona State University. Jeff, I don't know if anyone's ever put a timer gun on him, but how fast is that shot for Anthony Robles?
He's cat-like, extremely quick, and really what makes him dangerous is his extreme power once he does get in on it.
You talk about the wrestlers who have faced him, and they come off shaking their heads, Tim, knowing the kind of clinch he has. And Robles looks to be shaken up here.
Great hip heist on Patterson's part to get that escape, and it really planted Robles off the mat. We'll have to see it again to see what happened.
Clock counting down now is injury time. This could be a inadvertent elbow coming.
That's what I thought I saw as an elbow to the face there, because when he turned in, the head and elbow made contact, driven to the mat.
Good hip ice with a side roll there, action by Patterson to get that escape. If it had been in the middle of the mat, he might have got a reversal.
Make sure you got your cover back. Hey,
and that's your final 5-3 on that three. Ben Kerr of Utah Valley University.
Back to wrestling action now, under 30 seconds to go in the second period. So Robles takes the injury time, regroups. Patterson comes out attacking after picking up the 1 point for the escape.
Look at that job. He got stuffed ahead and went around for 2, let him up, and he's got a plan right now. We're talking about Patterson from Oklahoma with that takedown.
Patterson on the left of your screen with the green ankle bands, corresponding scores you see on the graphic there. Anthony Robles, as it comes to the end of the second period, 6-3. Patterson now closing the gap.
And he's excited. He has got a plan. He feels like it's working now. Watch this. You see the momentum shifting to Patterson from Oklahoma.
Final 2 minutes. Robles on top, 6-3. We'll have to get a look at the writing time for Robles. Still a factor, so add a point there. So Robles in effect up 7-3.
Patterson can clear his head, but that's a stalemate there, and he's going to have to get back in. Patterson going to have to get back in very quick.
Jeff, do you see a different Anthony Robles since that injury timeout?
A little bit different, but I think he's doing too much. He's trying to score, and he's giving Patterson those opportunities to go behind. If he sits and waits for Patterson to get closer, his shots will work.
Tim, is it tougher for Patterson to get the takedown knowing that Robles only has the 1 leg?
Oh yeah, when you cut the corner and you get in on 1 single, you're looking for that far ankle. In Robles' case, it's not there.
Right. Anthony Robles, the senior from Arizona State University, leads 6-3 plus 1 point for the writing time as we go under 1:15 to go. The young man out of Mesa, Arizona, born with just 1 leg. He says after the tournament's over and his wrestling career is ended, he will look to a prosthetic.
Robles was aggressive and got countered by Patterson. Patterson is not an initiated attack, rather countered. So if Robles sits back, it puts him in a better position in the driver's seat.
Wow, look how fast. Here the coaches from Arizona State looking for the 2 for the takedown. They'll reset him after the stalemate with 34 seconds to go. Anthony Robles on top, 6-3 and a point for writing time. Patterson now having to get extremely aggressive as he goes under 30 seconds remaining in the match.
You hear the coaches say suck him in. That means bring the leg in and hang on to it. Let the clock tick.
Time is definitely on the side of Anthony Robles, up 6-3 plus the 1 point for writing time. Robles on the left side of your screen, Patterson on the right out of Oklahoma. And another 2-point takedown for Anthony Robles, and the match comes to an end. Anthony Robles ends up winning 9-3. So once again, Robles is an All-American.